Farmerman here. Welcome back to Oregon Springs. I don't know how to say it. We have kind of a average day. just another day, another plain day. It is the third day of early autumn. Is that what I'm reading? Yes. We don't have anything that is available to harvest today. So this morning I have been busy mowing. I got the field by Flint Rock Farm mowed, and I got this little place over here that we have leased out. I got that mowed, and both are windrowed. And then I thought I better get down here and do the trees. I kind of feel bad. They have been neglected, you could say. So I wanted to get this done as well. Hey, bees, they're still happy. I got my window up, so don't worry. But get these trees watered. Maybe we can get a little bit of income next couple of days. I feel bad. I didn't forget about them, but we've been so busy harvesting that I kind of didn't have the opportunity to get down here and get them watered. So I got to do that, and that one doesn't water. But other than that, yeah, grass. That one's not watering either. I got both those cut. What I'm going to do is, I was thinking about it, that because we had all this grass here, I thought, you know what, let's get some grass cut. Let's fill a bunker. We have some time now because nothing is ready today. No sugar beets, no corn, no soybeans. So I figure it might not be a bad time to do that. I kind of went back and forth if it should be the I'm gonna get stuck. The BGA or a bunker at Flint Rock Farm. And originally I thought that it'd be a good idea to go and fill a bunker at the BGA, get a little income in here. But then I kind of thought, you know, my loading wagon only does 32,000, I believe. That'd be a lot of trips. That would be a lot of trips to the BGA. So I thought, you know what, I might as well do the corn there, because the corn I could get a bunch more probably, and also as well that I could use the forage harvester and then use my semi, and I could haul a lot more at one time. So that's what I did, and I got this, that's all mowed and windrowed, ready to go. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna fill a bunker up at the Flint Rock Farm with this grass, get some silage on the go for the cows, then I don't have to worry about making silage bales, and yeah, so on. So I think that'd be a good idea. Corn, we'll go to the BGA then. We'll see how much we can get starting off with that, then we'll probably keep some just in case pigs come down the road. I have an inkling to buy the pig farm, but of course I don't have the money for it, so that kind of puts a damper on things, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll have some money coming in here come harvest time. And we still have crops in the silo, the bins, the grain bins. We've got quite a bit of crops in the grain bins, so that's going to be very helpful to us. The other thing I need to do here right away is take care of the cows. I got things set up to go to make some power food, which I have to do. I just thought, hey, I better go down there and get the trees some water before I forget. And then I'm going to buy a book on how to back up a water trailer, apparently, and study that. Maybe I can watch some YouTube videos or something, because that was just absolutely garbage there. What is going on today? Holy buckets, I'm all over the place. Fine, we'll just leave it there. Good enough for me. Over here. So yeah, I think we'll pick up some grass and start filling this bunker here. Meanwhile, boy, the cows are messy. I kind of did that already while I was setting up here. Yeah, let's just get going here. I was in the process, and I thought, you know what? I better water some trees first before I forget. So that's what I did. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the Prestige. This would be 32,000 capacity, so I'm going to need 2 silage. I'm going to use straw as the filler. I learned that lesson. I was educated on that. And then 2 hay, and then I'll need, 2 straw, 2 silage, and I'll need 4 hay. That's right. 4 hay. 4 hay, 4 hay, 4 hay, 4 hay, yeah. that's about kind of all that's going on here. I was hoping something would be ready to harvest, but you know what? Maybe on the other hand, it's not a bad thing that nothing's ready, because this gives me a chance to get this done. Make some power food, get some grass into the bunker, and we might as well mow the grass because in the not too distant future, we won't have grass that'll be available to mow anymore anyway. So we might as well mow it while we still can here. As far as bales, I was going to try to get a count on bales. I want to put silage in the bunker so I don't have to make silage bales. Therefore, I don't have to worry about going against the bale limit that we have here. I don't know how many bales I have down at the. Whoops, that didn't work out real well. Run away, bale! Come back! Oh, the other thing I did is last night after we got done with our stuff, and it did rain there, so all the straw that we had down on field 30, the wheat field down there, 35, all the straw that we had down there, I ended up did get it baled up and hauled up here. It was 26 bales that we had. That's why there was the 2 in the front, because I had 3 loads. That's 24, and then the 2 extra bales. So that worked out pretty good. 26 extra straw bales. So let's just take a look. I got, what do I have here? 4, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 times 4, 12, 24, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. Is that right? 52? Oh yeah, there'd be 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 3, yeah, 52. Whoops, I hit the wall there. And then for straw, I got, this would be 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ah! 12, wait, no, that's, I'm confused. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. What? I can't count, yeah. 16 and 16 is 32, and double that, that'd be 64 bales. 64 bales of straw, and 16, 32, yeah, 54, that's right. Okay, well that's a lot of bales. I thought I didn't have that many. How are we doing on silage? Oh yeah, okay, so we're getting down there on silage as well. So I think it'd be a good thing if we got that, where's my tractor? Here it is. Get that bunker filled up. I don't know, am I gonna have enough silage? That'd be a good question. 6, 12, 14. All I have is 14 silage bales. And then it takes long to ferment. So if I started fermenting today, wait, I'm going the wrong way. If I started fermenting it today, how long will it take? Would I be 14 bales empty? Would I still? I don't know. I'm just talking out loud to myself. Sorry about that. I shouldn't think too hard because it really hurts my head. I've always had that problem. I overthink things. I think too much, and then I get a headache. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do, and if I run low, I run low. Oh well. The other thing I was thinking about pigs is pig prices are at rock bottom. So that's one reason I was thinking about pigs, and I would like to buy that farm. I like the farm. Whoa, careful there. I like the setup. You know, I know pigs are a tough thing when it comes to this game because, you know, unless you grow your own crops and do all your own stuff, you know, your different crops and your potato, your root crop, and you know, either your canola, your barley, your soy, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Unless you do it yourself, feeding is very expensive. So it's hard to make a lot of money on pigs unless you do that, and then you gotta wait for them to reproduce, and then the key is to sell the ones that you get. Yeah, I don't know. Oops, that was a complete fail there too. That last fail. I would have taken 2, but I don't think my tractor would stay on the ground if I put 2 bales on the forks. Okay. 32,000. Well, a little less because of the capacity of the bales. We'll go drop this off, and then there should be plenty left over, I would think. If it, I don't, it's not going to run empty. But, we'll do that, and then I'm going to get picking up some grass to put in the bunker. This should be all I need for the animals. Yep, everything else is good. How much are you going to take? Good afternoon, cows. Oh, that's good. Okay, we got plenty left over here. That's not too bad. Yeah. Sadly enough, I think the rest of the day is going to be kind of boring. Yep. It'll just be a lot of bunker filling, I think. Sadly enough. Let's see. I think I'll leave this tractor here because I'll eventually just probably give them a good cleaning when I get done with the filling this bunker up. Still got the truck and the trailer there. I haven't used it yet. I didn't really need to. I was going to use it for those 26 bales, but I thought, you know what? It would just make sense if I just came back here and then I could stack them nice and neat. Then I wouldn't have to worry about loading them and unloading them. So that worked out pretty good. I don't know what I'm going to expect to get out of these 2 things. How many liters? Well, there's still some grass in here, but I don't know how these grass fields are going to perform because I haven't done the fertilization on them. So yield shouldn't be too outstanding, but you know what? It's just grass. It's just grass. But I don't have that far to go. See, that's what I thought, you know. I could do this. I could take all this down to the bunker, compact it, cover it, and then sell it when the time comes. But then at 32,000 liters of load, I got a lot of loads. It's kind of a hike down there to the BGA. And the corn I thought would be much easier to haul there because I would expect more out of each little, you know. I would expect a better yield as a forage, and then I could use my truck and the semi as 59,000 liters, or I could even lease a big one. So that's why I thought that would make more sense to go to the BGA. This will just be used to fill the bunker, the silage for the cows. That'll work out. That'll work out pretty dandy, I think. I did consider leasing the big loading wagon, but that was 11,400 something, I think. To lease that, I mean, just to lease it, it's crazy. The leasing price, just for a loading wagon, it'd probably take me an hour, 2 at the tops, maybe. But nope, 11,000. So I said, the heck with that. I'm not going to do that. I have one. It'll work just fine for me, and hopefully, 34,000 liters. That's what this thing holds. And hopefully, that these bunkers work and there's no problem with them. That would be good. That would be good to say. Yeah, that's about it. That's the news from Oregon Springs, where all the women are strong, the men are good looking, and the children are above average. If anybody ever listened to Garrison Keeler, Lake Wobegon, that's his little saying at the end. Not mine, that's his saying. As a youngin', I used to listen to those stories. Let's see. Other than that, pretty quiet. This is one big bunker. I wonder what the capacity of this is. I am certainly not going to come close to filling it, that is for sure. No way. No way at all. Oh, don't do that. Now, I suppose some might say that I could just buy the snowblower and a big trailer and do it that way. Pick it up with the snowblower, because you can really cruise that way. You know, I said, hey, if it works, go for it. More power to you. Whoa, car! Holy buckets, that was, I think he hit me. I'm gonna blame the car in that one. You know, hey, go for it. It works. It's an option. It actually works pretty darn good. But you know, it's just not for me. Probably hence the name snowblower. Probably is the reason why. It just, I like doing it the old-fashioned way. I like getting the loading wagon out, picking up the grass swaths. That's just me. But hey, if you like it, go for it. I mean, it's a cool idea. It works real well. It's faster, and you can use any kind of a trailer you want, and it fills up pretty quick. But I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. That's just me. It's just who I am. I wouldn't say old-fashioned way. I think the Bergman is still kind of a complex piece of equipment here. Like I said, I wish I knew more. I wish I had more experience. I wish I was more versed in the area of silage making and all that stuff. I just, my neck of the woods don't have any of those types of industries really. Matter of fact, except for a YouTube video and pictures, I have never seen what a real silage bunker looks like. I know that they do, and I've seen the process. Of course, studied it in college, where they would fill the big tubes that you would see on the field, big wrapped tubes, you know, where they have them, and they like a big plastic thing, and then they would fill it and then close them. Yeah, I've seen that. But as far as like these silage bunkers that we have here, what I'm doing now, I've never seen one. I know from friends and from classmates in college that did grow up where they had animals and did a lot of forages, you know, especially corn. You know, I know the process is very particular. You know, they would always want to, and I may be wrong here, but I think it has a lot to do with the milk stage of corn, I believe, and when they would take it as a forage. I know that if they are taking corn as a forage, you don't wait until it's completely mature as you would if you were combining it for the kernels, as in for feed. Yeah, it'd be a totally different story. But like I said, I wish I had more knowledge and experience on that part of it. But I don't. From what I know is from the basic stuff that you learn in college. There was a class I had to take in my program, and it was called, the name of the class was forages, and basically what it dealt with is all the it basically dealt with forage grasses, and the forage process. It covered silage making, but it mostly dealt with crops that you would grow, like alfalfa or orchard grass, ryegrass, crescent wheatgrass. I'm just trying to name the ones I can think of on the top of my head. There's hundreds of them. All that stuff, and how you would grow that, cutting it, basically, stages of cutting, how many cuts you can year, how do you do it, do you swath it, and then, well, of course, you swath it and lay it, and let it dry, and bale it. all that stuff. I think of some other ones that come to mind. Orchard grass. Oh, well, big blue stem, big blue stem, little blue stem. That comes to mind. Yeah, all that good stuff. This is fun times, isn't it? In the real world, beyond the virtual reality world, in my neck of the woods, planting has kind of begun. It's, I think, Monday you'll see a lot more, but you see a lot of things planted. Sugar beets are going in right now. A lot of corn is being put in. Soybeans, yeah, next week you'll see a lot more soybeans in, but that's not going in right now. Most farmers are putting in, well, their wheat. You know, wheat goes in, and then the sugar beets go in, and then corn goes in. So depending on how many acres they farm or what they grow, but basically you see a lot of sugar beets starting to go in now. Soil temperatures are kind of warming up. Today was, excuse me, today was 77 today. So it's been nice the last couple days, and the forecast looks pretty good. So a lot more stuff is going to go in. But you drive around, and it's certainly in different parts of the area. Some of it is really wet, especially the low-lying areas in the fields. Water still standing, but that depends on, you know, elevation and runoff and location and soil type, because it's kind of interesting in where I live, going way back when, during the ice age, this used to be a glacier. My area was a glacier, and it eventually melted, of course, and then it became Lake Agassiz, big gigantic Lake Agassiz. And where I live is kind of near the shoreline. So if you go from my house, for example, and you would drive, I think it's about 16 miles straight east, you start to come up on a ridge, and that would be the shoreline was the shoreline of Lake Agassiz. And from there kind of onward, it's very rocky. I mean, rocky land. So the farther you go east from me, the more into the livestock you get. Whereas where I live was kind of at the bottom of the lake, so the ground is very fertile, good rich topsoil that goes down quite a bit. So depending on where you live and what your soil types are, of course, if you have certain soil that's going to absorb the moisture, the water a lot more, so it dries out a lot faster compared to some soils where the water is just going to slowly penetrate and then stay wet a lot longer. But now I'm just babbling on. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to continue this field and see how much I get, and then we'll go on to the next one. I think there's more grass in the other field than there is in this grass field, but we'll see where we get after this field. I'm gonna guess. If I had to guess, I'm gonna guess 175, 180. That's kind of my guess. 175,000, 180,000 liters off of here. But we'll see, and we'll see how it goes here in just a little bit. This should be the last little bit. I don't have too much out there, a couple little strips here and there, but that would be it. See how much we get in there. Not a too shabby of a day to be doing this, I tell you. What is the temperature outside even? 72 degrees here. Holy buckets. It's nice out. Beautiful early autumn day here in Oregon. And surprised it's not raining. I can't remember what the forecast said though. I think it's supposed to be a pretty darn good forecast. I think we're supposed to have two nice days, I think. Yeah. 2 days, no rain in the forecast. That would be a good. Hopefully we get some crops ready so we can get working on that. That would be splendid. I think I may have mentioned before we could actually, and I thought about it too until I thought, well, let's just do some grass cutting and get some silage in the bunker. We actually could cut the corn as a forage for silage right now. We could do that if we needed to. I mean, it is an option. Yield, excuse me, yield is not going to be that significant difference between doing it now and then doing it when it's fully mature. And you know, it does tend to be a lot more realistic if we did it now, because you wouldn't do it fully mature. So, I don't know. We'll see what tomorrow brings. If anything is ready to be harvested tomorrow, then in that case, of course, we'll certainly do that. Everything is on its dark green last growth stage, so it just depends on what it feels like being ready. And I hate to say it, but hopefully it's not all at one time. It'd be nice if we could get like corn ready one day, sugar beets the next day, and soybeans after that, or probably, you know, whatever. That would be nice. Just not all in one day. But I don't think we'll get that lucky. Oh, this hasn't really been cut. Okay, so that's it. What do we got? 16,039. So we'll see what we get after dumping this in here and see what we got in there. I think we'll pick up. Hold on. You know what? You think that if you're driving down the road in a red pickup truck, look pretty new, so the guy must have some money into it. And a tractor and a loading wagon are turning off the highway. Yes, I suppose, granted, I should have waited. But, you know, you would think that maybe you'd slow down so you don't ram into it and wreck your new pickup, and then, yeah. Nope. Not here in Oregon. Oh, heavens no. No, they just try to bang into things and see how that goes. So, but you would think it'd be the other way around. But that was kind of my bad, my fault. I probably shouldn't have pulled out there. That guy was probably cursing at me as he saw me come out of that field. You know, another thing too is lately on certain pieces of equipment, it's doing this thing to me. I can't get rid of that 7 liters, no matter what I do. And it happened on a couple other maps, different equipment, same thing. Pull over here. No, it doesn't make anything. Yeah, I can't get rid of it. I don't get it. I don't know what it is. And it's not. It's trailers too. That not Meadowtech, the MacTech. Is that right? I can't remember what it's called. Tech Corp. That trailer on Oakfield. Same thing. It wouldn't do anything. Hey, I don't need to get the tractor out. I can just pick this up. Why didn't I think of that? There you go, cows. You're all clean. Yeah, that worked out pretty slick. As long as it's the same whatever it is, grass. No mix with hay or grass. Okay, let's see what this puppy is going to give me. Let's see. Oh, I got to do that first. We have got a total of 186,000. I wasn't too far off. If anybody guessed 186,000, 31 liters, you are the winner. Ding ding, big winner, chicken dinner. Yeah. Doesn't look like a whole lot when you're standing here, but yeah, 186. Oh, almost 200,000. So I guess I would at least expect that and more from the next field. But I'm gonna go over there and we'll see how that goes. And yeah, this is fun, all fun and games, I tell you, all fun and games. 3 loads? Yes, 3 loads. So I should be at, let's see, I was at 187, 287, 290, somewhere in there. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. I still have quite a bit of grass laying down there. That is going to be my project for the rest of the evening. Yes, more grass hauling in the chaff. Anyways, but yeah, that's what I am going to do the rest of the evening. Finish up this grass field and get things cleaned up around the yard, and then hopefully tomorrow there'll be something to harvest. I'm kind of hoping so. And you know what? I tell you what, if not, we'll do the corn. That's kind of my thinking. But yeah, today's just been kind of a mixed bag of this and that. I mean, it's just the way it is. Can't have excitement all the time, you know. There's got to be some odd jobs that just aren't the most enjoyable, and this happens to be one of them. But hey, it's getting done, and once it's done, once that bunker is compacted and covered, it'll be a wonderful thing. Life is good, farming is good, and the cows will be happy. So I'm going to leave it there. I don't know, it might end up being pretty short, but it was just a couple things to get done for the day. I did contemplate skipping the day, but then I thought, well, I still have cows to take care of, I still have sheep to take care of, I still have power food to make, and I have all this grass. I think I'm okay on bales, so I might as well fill a bunker. So that's kind of my thinking behind it, and it worked out pretty well, I think. I think so. But we'll leave it there for today. Hope you enjoyed the video, even though it was kind of, I don't know, maybe a good story or two helped. But anyways, if you did, give us a like. We would appreciate that greatly. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, hey, consider doing that as well. We would be, we'd be honored to have you. But from more grass picking up in Oregon Springs, Farmer Min telling you, have yourself a great day and keep between the ditches. So long.